Today I'm looking at the Grizzled, a cooperative card game designed by Fabian Rafaud and Juan Rodriguez.
John, come in. Sit down. Now John, I know you like making your funny videos, and some people seem to derive some pleasure from them. Maybe they're laughing at you, I don't know. But so far you've made fun of hipsters, Mexican gangsters, and your imaginary girlfriend. And that's fine.
She's not imaginary.
No one cares. But this week you're reviewing the Grizzled. Now we can't have you making fun of World War I, John. This is serious stuff.
The Grizzled is set in the trenches of World War I. You are playing French soldiers pulling together to try and survive the emotional torment of the war. You are the Grizzled. Will you be able to bear it?
What on earth was that?
It's a joke. Like bear. No, like grizzly bear?
What did I just say?
Sorry.
And why is it in black and white?
I just thought because...
Get rid of it!
The players win by getting rid of all the cards in their hand and all the cards in the draw deck, revealing the peace symbol underneath. But getting rid of cards is tricky. On a mission, each player takes it in turn to play a card into the centre.
Get that saucepan off your head. You're not 8 years old.
Each card contains threats, and there are 6 types of threats in the game. Nighttime, snow and rain, gas masks, whistles and shells. Now if 3 threats of the same type are played into the centre, the mission fails and all the cards go back on the draw deck. You have to make a thematic leap of faith as to why the soldiers get to pick when these threats affect them, but the idea that their resilience can only cope with so much of one thing fits perfectly.
The snow, it is cold. I cannot take it anymore.
For Pete's sake, man, you can't do a French accent.
Wait, are you saying that I shouldn't do French accents because they're disrespectful, or that I'm unable to do French accents?
Yes, both.
Instead of playing a card, you can choose to withdraw from the mission. And once everyone's withdrawn, the mission succeeds. But you need to stay in as long as possible and get rid of as many cards as possible, because at the end of the mission is morale drop. For every card left in players' hands, a card moves from the morale reserve to the draw deck, making it even harder to win the game.
There's too much to face. We'll never make it through.
Come on, a baguette? We can't afford to piss off the French, John. You know how much those guys love a protest.
And if at the end of a mission the morale reserve is emptied, the game ends and you lose. So far the game might not seem all that challenging, but in the deck are hard knock cards, and instead of playing them into the centre, you play them in front of yourself, where they stay. And they're really bad. For example, if you have the fragile card, other players can't withdraw as long as you have cards in your hand.
I can't do this on my own. Please don't leave me.
Where the hard knock cards get really difficult is when their effects combine. One solution to the fragile card would be for the player to withdraw early, so the other players aren't affected anymore.
I can't face this on my own. But I can run away on my own. See ya!
But if he had Prideful, he wouldn't be able to do that. Prideful means that the player can only withdraw from the mission if he has no cards left in his hand or is the last player on the mission.
Guys, please don't leave. I can't do this on my own. I'm also too proud to leave you. So we're kind of just stuck here.
These men risk their lives to give you your freedom, and you spend it making silly videos.
The hard knock cards bring this game alive, and they offer some neat thematic flavour too. If at the end of a round any player has 4 hard knock cards in front of them, the players lose the game. At this point, you'd be forgiven for thinking that the Grizzled is an incredibly difficult cooperative game. And it is. But there are a few things that the players have to help them survive. Firstly, there's support. When a player withdraws, he chooses a support tile that has an arrow pointing to one of his neighbouring players. If at the end of a mission one player has been given more support than anyone else, that player can choose to remove 2 of their hard knock cards or refresh their good luck charm. But if no soldier receives more support than anyone else, then no one gets the benefit. And there are some hard knock cards that can cause this, like Selfish, which means the player has to always play their support tile on themselves.
Here, you could probably use this. Thanks, I really could.
Each player's character card contains a good luck charm that matches a threat symbol. They can use their turn to expend their good luck charm and remove a matching card from the centre.
Sorry, Henry Huggingtons. We need this.
It's getting a bit boring. Maybe throw in a joke or two.
At the end of each mission, the mission leader receives a speech token. On future missions, they can spend this token to make a speech to their comrades. They announce a threat symbol, and every other player can remove a card of that type from their hand.
We will not go quietly into the night. We will not vanish without a fight. We are going to live on. We are going to survive. Today we celebrate our Not Fearing Whistles Day.
Of course, if you make a speech about something that no one has in their hand, then it's a wasted speech. And that's the killer element of this game. You can never tell each other what cards you have in your hand or what support tile you're going to play. This is a game about understanding your fellow man, about the unspoken bond between brothers in arms.
Ooh, nice message. Bit cheesy, but Lord knows the French will eat that up.
The Grizzled definitely captures the right atmosphere. You do feel overwhelmed and helpless. You never feel like you're going to win. And that feeling's correct. I've never won this game. It's incredibly hard. And yet it still has that addictive quality that makes you want to come back and try again.
The war's over. We lost. Best of 3?
If I had one criticism of this game, it feels like you need to play with the same group every time to win. You really need to have played it a few times and understand it to have any chance. And because it's this hard, just like Hanabi, it could lead to players being tempted to bend the communication rules.
I'm not going to tell you what to do your speech about, but it rhymes with mask-ask.
I like that those rules stop players from taking over and ruining the co-op experience for everyone else by making everyone's decisions for them. I also like that this game, you either win or lose. Not like in Hanabi or the game where you just get a score at the end, which never feels quite as rewarding.
Yay! We're mediocre at fireworks displays. I can't wait to play again so we can be honourable.
I've really enjoyed the Grizzled. It has a different feel to any game I've played before, and I love that it's a 30-minute cooperative experience in a small box. The theme is evocative and the artwork is gorgeous. If you like co-op games, you'd be a fool not to check this one out.
I was just looking this up online. Do you know how many sites have already reviewed this game?
I'll see you later, yeah?
Board Game Corner, Board Game Brawl, The Game Boy Geek, The Chalk, Z Garcia at the Dice Tower. He's more entertaining than you. Why did you bother?
If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel for more of the same. I'm Actualol on Facebook and Twitter. Check out my website at actualol.com. I've been John Perkis. Thanks for watching.